Hey everybody. So as the caption says, I have a big announcement to make. 2016 has been a big year for me thus far, and it's going to continue to be a big year. And I just have some news that I really want to share with everybody. First, though, I want to say a big thank you to everyone who's been so supportive of me thus far in 2016 and for so many years beforehand. So many of you have reached out to me to let me know how much you enjoy the books that I'm writing and the podcast and the movies that we're doing. I've never felt so much support, and I really appreciate it. When I'm going through this difficult time and coming up and making these decisions, I want you to know that all of you are in the forefront of my mind when I'm doing that. And to my family and friends, you guys have been the best. I know that I'm not always easy to deal with, and you have really helped me out by being an ear to listen and to give me advice when I've asked for it. I know things have been trying, and I'm hoping that the second half of 2016 is going to be better than the first half. So let's get down to it. This is the announcement. For most of my life, I have been kind of on a singular path. I graduated from high school, I went to college, I fluttered a little bit in between, but then I went to law school, and for the last 5 years or so, I've been practicing law. It has been immensely rewarding, and I feel like my life has been fulfilled in a lot of ways by the work that I've done there. But over the past few years, I've also found a lot of rewarding work doing other things. Writing the books, writing screenplays, making these short films that we've been making, doing the podcast weekly for the last 2 years. All of those things have felt rewarding to me in a much different way. So some things have come up in 2016, and they've caused me to reevaluate what it is that I want to be doing for the rest of my life. I've really had to sit back and contemplate what my life has been thus far and what I really want it to be. And that made me ask some hard questions of myself. And it made me look in the mirror and try to figure out who I really was and what I really want. So here it is. I'm going to be quitting my job. I'm going to be leaving the law firm somewhere in June or July of this year. I want to send out the biggest of thank yous to Mr. Rosendale and the entire staff there at the law offices of Daniel Rosendale. I cannot more highly recommend them to everyone. If you have any kind of legal needs, they will certainly take care of you. They have been supportive of me for the last few years, and even now they are being supportive of me in making this decision. One of the hardest conversations I've ever had to have was sitting down with Mr. Rosendale and letting him know I had made this decision. But there was no negativity. From the very beginning, all he was supportive, and I can't tell him, and I can't tell you, how much that meant to me. And when I let the staff know that I was leaving as well, they were also immensely supportive. You guys are the best. The last few years have been so fantastic, and I wish you nothing but the best for the future. But sometimes we have to make decisions for ourselves. So this is a decision for me. I am making a change, and I'm moving in a different direction for the future. Based on what you know about me and based on what I've said here, it may come as no surprise what direction that's going. I'm going to spend my time after I leave the law firm focused specifically on writing. That's right. As crazy as it sounds, I am going to become a full-time writer. Now, obviously, that doesn't pay so well. It actually pays nothing until you get discovered or until you get something bought. But I'm going to continue to put out the books that everybody seems to like. I have 2 of them coming out this year. I'm going to continue writing screenplays. I'm going to continue to work as much as possible, and I'm going to supplement my income any way that I can up and until September. Why September? Well, that's the second part of this announcement. I've talked about it for a long time, and those of you who know me probably thought I was bluffing the entire time, but in September, I'm going to make the big move, and I'm moving out to Los Angeles to try my hand at this crazy thing. I don't know what to expect. For the first time in my life, I really don't have a plan. I have kind of an idea of a plan, and that's just to try and get by until I can make it. Again, with the support of my family and my friends, I know that I'm going to be all right. And this thing may end up with me coming back with my tail between my legs, but I know that I don't want to look back in 10 or 15 years and say, I wonder what if. I'm okay with saying I tried and I failed, but I'm not okay with saying what if. So, there you have it. That's the big news. It may be no surprise to some, and some people may be shocked about it. I don't know. But I want to bring all of you along on this adventure with me. And the easiest way you can do that is to go to my website, robertncheek.com, sign up for the mailing list there. It's at the bottom, easy to find. And you'll be getting updates via email, via video, just like this, so you can follow along with me on this crazy adventure. And I know that you all probably have a lot of things that you want to say, both positive and negative. Please, I'm encouraging it. I want to hear from everybody. I want to know that I'm being crazy, or that this is a great decision, or it's the worst decision, or I want to think of things that I haven't thought before. I am where I am now because of everyone I have around me, and that includes all of you. And that is not going to change. I want that to stay the same as long as I'm along this. So come along with me. We're about to do this crazy thing, and again, for the first time, I'm going to jump without a net and hope for the best, and we'll see what happens. But I'm looking forward to it, as crazy as that may sound. So again, thank you all for everything. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for listening to the podcast and buying the books and reading them and watching the videos. I can't say that enough. And I am looking forward to giving you even more of that in the future. So stay tuned, because there is much more to come. And I can't wait to share it with all of you. Take care, everybody.